Hello. How's everybody doing? Hello, Hanson. Hello, Elaine Todd. Oh, my beautiful Elaine Todd. I know you're whisking on in thinking to yourself, oh my God, I got here at the very beginning. I shall be first. But no. But I love you. Hi, Elaine. Hi, beautiful Jasmine. So Jasmine is up first. Then we're going to go and see Love Shine. Then we're going to go and see you, my beautiful Elaine. So Elaine, if you want to send your questions, please do so. Love Shine, if you want to send them out, also please do so. So Jasmine is up first. Let's go with it. So hello, my beautiful loves. Hello to Lilith. Hello to Hanson. Hello to Elaine, to Love Shine and Jasmine. Let's get this going. So Jasmine, you are up first. Buonasera, bellissima. Andiamo. Il tuo turno, bella. Allora, I questioni are right over here. So, number one, all right, in regards to the soul ties with the Italiano, okay, that's going to be number one that we're going to get to at this moment. Here we go with it. All right, I hope everybody had and is having, because well, for some of you, it's like 6 p.m. and, or 5 p.m. or any other hour. I hope you had a good day anyways. And if it wasn't good, I wish the evening to be better and tomorrow to be even better than today. Let's go and see what we've got for you, my beautiful Jasmine. So, into your question number one of the soul ties and the Italiano. I'm going to leave it like that. You know what I'm talking about. Into your question number one. Answer number one is going to be the following. And Love Shine, please post your questions, my sweetie. I know you're here. You. All right, so question number one. Spirit does suggest that there is a subtle kind of soul connection between you and this man in particular that you're talking about. Now, whether it's meant to unfold romantically or simply, like a karmic connection, it feels like you've crossed paths energetically for a reason. So, I feel as though he triggers curiosity, but also inspiration in you, which is a beautiful sign of I'm going to say soul recognition altogether. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to become a relationship. But he does carry an energy that stirs something that is so much deeper within you, a little bit like a mirror to parts of yourself that you're kind of meant to explore, if you will. So, yeah, it's nice. It's interesting. The relationship status altogether. I'm going to go and see the relationship status altogether. What do we got? By the way, guys, the moon is mooning. Oh, it is so mooning. It is gorgeous. I didn't have too much time to peek at it, but I did for like the last couple of minutes. It's up there, over there. I can't take a picture yet. It's not there. It's there. But it is beautiful. Did anybody, by the way, get to actually see the eclipse? Because I did not see the eclipse. I saw the beautiful moon. I did not see the red. Did not see the blood out of it. Or blood moon, of course. I do want to precise for YouTube. Yeah, it was a beautiful moon, but didn't see any of that spectacular stuff. But did have the spectacular energy. So, question number two, relationship status. From the energy, I kind of feel like this person is quite private when it actually comes to their own personal life. I don't feel like they flaunt relationships quite publicly, which could mean that they actually value their own, if you will, boundaries and kind of keep romance separate from the social media. So right now, I kind of feel like it's more like this person is more single and independent than somebody who is taken. So I will say single and independent. I feel like this person focuses a lot onto their own projects, their content, their work, everything of the such. There's also a certain air, certain je ne sais quoi about selectiveness. Like this person wouldn't necessarily just kind of jump into a connection unless it truly, truly felt right. That's there too. Now, as for the past relationships, let me just go see. There's no doubt that there has been some past relationships. No doubt about it. By the way, guys, for real, October's arriving. It is arriving. This weekend, I've decided that I'm going to do my motherly duties and get back on track with things that, I don't know. There are some things this year I just kind of forgot about. Honestly, I just poof. It's like things that I always do instinctively, I'm not necessarily doing this year, which is completely out of bounds for me. I'm kind of late with some things like apple picking and stuff. So this weekend I'm going apple picking, I'm going pumpkin picking, and maybe even Halloween costume picking. Although my kids won't be with me for Halloween, they still do need Halloween costumes. So yeah, Halloween vibe all the way through. I might just be so tempted to take out my Halloween decors. Here we go. Still haven't gone to my favorite little shop to go and get my witchy stuff, but we'll be doing so soon. Here we go. Past relationships. It kind of feels like it's been, well, this person has been in relationships before. There's no doubt about it. All right. But something about them doesn't quite align with his vision or the lifestyle that he would actually like. So Spirit is actually showing like breakups due to different priorities. So perhaps one partner wants more time or more attention than what he could actually give because he's pursuing work and his passions and other things. The patterns really seem to be about him choosing independence whenever he's actually feeling pressured. So that's kind of interesting to kind of keep on mind into the future if ever that could be something that could be useful for you. The full eclipse moon, what does that actually mean for you altogether? What is happening with that? Full eclipse moon. Ooh, that moon. All right. Powerful energy is going to be opening on up for you. Spirit says that the work that you have been doing, especially in regards to releasing and transformation, is going to actually start to show some signs, some patterns, some results, if you will. What's coming for you is actually more clarity into your life altogether. Not just love, but just life together in general. You're going to notice old illusions, old confusions, or even old lingering attachments that are going to slowly start to dissolve themselves. But at the same time, you're going to attract more aligned connections. So including magnetic encounters with, well, new people. So it could be this person that you're talking about that we were talking about earlier. Just new opportunities for you, sweetie. So overall, I'm going to say you are tuning into powerful connections and synchronicities. The person that we've been talking about throughout this reading is a sign of Spirit kind of reminding you that your magnetism and your potential for excitement encounters is there, but you do have to go and grab it. I mean, we all have those potentials. We just either don't see it, don't recognize it, don't grab it. If you don't see it, don't recognize it, don't grab it, nothing's going to happen. So you got to be the magician out of all this. You got to do something with it. So your eclipse work is setting the stage for the breakthroughs into your life in general, love and self-growth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a good question. What are you dressing up as, Love Shine? You, Love Shine, did not see the blood moon, but the moon, it was beautiful. Feel like your energy is drained last 2 days, though. Yes. Hi, Julie. How are you doing, sweetie? You did. Julie, if you will, I will give you or send you out a message in a few moments. I'm going to go and see Love Shine and Elaine, and then you're going to be on up next, if that's good with you, my love. So yeah, Elaine, Tad, if you do want to send me your questions, go ahead with it. Unless they are already there. Let me go on see. So Love Shine, you can definitely post your questions, my love. Do I have Elaine Tat's questions? I do not even have your questions, Elaine Tat. All right then. Poopy doopy. Elaine Tat, send your questions. Love Shine also. As for my beautiful Julie, if you're here, you're next. Here we go, my beautiful Julie. Julie, stick around. I've got you. Then I'm going to go and see Love Shine. Then I shall go see Love Shine. So, Julie, followed out by Love Shine and Elaine. Julie. So you just got home and you watched your readings. I knew it was beautiful, wasn't it? It was fantastic. Okay, so let's go like this, and here we go. So Julie, you got bumped up. Here we go. You got bumped up because I don't have the other questions, so girls, send me your questions out. Send me your questions, sweetie pies. All right, so here we go, my beautiful Julie. I am glad that you're feeling the shift in hubby, by the way, and that pride is kind of shining on through because you deserve it. Honestly, you really, really do. Here we go. Oh, well, my beautiful Love Shine, I shall be with you in just a moment. Elaine, I just got yours also. So Love Shine, I'll be with you in just one little second. I'm going to be, hey, Elaine, I just got your answers, or your questions. Actually, your questions is what I got. All right. And I am going to, however, go with our beautiful Julie because I am already into the energy with the, I've got you. I just got it, my love. So, into the meanwhile, yes, I do have over here our beautiful Julie, who's going to be at 11:40 because I don't know if she actually disappeared. All right, so here we go, my beautiful Julie. Now your sleepiness the last 2 days altogether. Your sleepiness. What is up with that? Oh, sweetie pie. Okay. My love. Yes, a big part of this is actually connected to the full moon energy and the eclipse hangover. It's still kind of hanging into your system, if you will. So you're extra sensitive to those energetic shifts. So your body has been kind of processing it very, very strongly. So on top of that, you're picking up onto hubby's exhaustion. So when he's overworked and when he's drained, what always happens? You mirror that into your own energy field. So Spirit is kind of nudging you to say, slow down, relax, let your body catch up with the integration of this energy. Think of it a little bit like a reset that you have to a little bit honor. Even if, coffee kind of tricks you into powering on through, still think of it as a reset. Take this moment for you. Replenish your energy. Always remember that the energy that you have is the energy that you feed him. So you want your energy to be nice, to be strong, to be potent and powerful. Otherwise, the messages and everything that will follow on through with the energy that you have to give on out. So be very, very careful with that. All right. So you about supporting, hubby's big shift altogether. Hold on. You're probably right. I do feel like he is actually preparing to act more intentionally, kind of, if you will, carving out time and space for the relationship. Besides patience, I'm going to say the biggest support that you can give him is to keep showing appreciation and acknowledgement for even the small steps that he does take. So when he feels seen and when he feels validated by you, it's going to reinforce his motivation to actually keep going. Also, I'm going to say Spirit is suggesting that you gently kind of match a little bit of his pace. So instead of running ahead, walk beside him. This is going to make him feel like he's not under pressure, but rather he's building this new balance with you. All right? Now, yes, you can battle everything together. Yes, you can. And I will say yes a million times to that. So I'm actually going to have to say the thought of you guys can battle everything and anything together is a yes. It is absolutely present as much into his consciousness right now. I feel like he's realizing more than ever that you are not just his partner in love, but you're also his teammate in life. And it's hitting him that with you by his side, he doesn't have to face that stress. He doesn't have to face the stresses of, let's say, work or challenges alone. He's got you with him. He has you like a partner. So that phrase is exactly what Spirit shows me as a growing mantra a little bit for him, that you two are better as a unit than individuals kind of navigating things just separately. And his love is this vision, exactly. So overall, you're both syncing up quite beautifully. What you really need to do is just allow your body the rest that it's asking for because it's tired, and keep nurturing this us against the world mindset with him. And that is going to let you guys just going to go and conquer absolutely everything that you need to conquer, my beautiful love. Hey, Crimson. Nice to see you, sweetie. I'll be with you in about, I'll say 10 minutes, my love, okay? 10 minutes. Thank you, sweetie, for your donation, my love, and your patience. It's buffering on your end. I got an excellent connection. It was all good. Okay. It is beautiful, my beautiful Julie. It is, sweetie. I'm darn right. Of course I'm right, Elaine. I don't know what I'm right about, but I'll take it. Maybe you should skip workings today. If you're tired, yes, skip them. Just go to bed. Read a book. Relax. Watch something. Do something, draw, spend some time with your little fishies. Go to bed, rest. Yes, just rest. That's my ultimate answer to my mom is, I'm right. Just do it. So regular questions for Love, Shine, and tomorrow you're going apple picking. Just wondering how that is going to go, if anything that you need to know. All right, so apple picking. Last year, apple picking, I think didn't happen. There were issues with apple picking last year. Yeah, so sleep, Julie, sleep. Absolutely, my love. So we are going to put over here our beautiful Love, Shine at 17:30. And let's go and see about the apple picking. Are you going apple picking with the... I will not mention any brands. I will not because, But are you going with a pumpkin spice latte? I don't know. I know there's imitations of them and they're really bad. The original one is good. What is that? It did not happen. What do you mean it did not happen? Last year it didn't happen. You were not happy. Yeah, that was last year. You should, Elaine. I'm going this weekend, which is perfect because, I actually I have an island right in front, 5 minutes away from my house. There's an island. And they're fantastic for fruits and vegetables. They have a microclimate that is completely different. And they have great apples and everything of the such. And they got ladders. But they don't have all the fluff that goes around with it. So I usually like to go an hour away from my home, across the bridge, across the river, far away. And it is kind of commercial because there's a truckload of people who go there. But there's bouncy games, and there's a park, and there's a tractor trail that you go on to. It's a full-on experience. It is so cool. And it's family owned, and they make their own products that you can buy after. So I always have a ball. And I try to go at this time of year because I can actually go apple picking and pumpkin picking at the same time. Oh, for me, it's La Ferme Jeunet. It's La Ferme Jeunet. The island in front of me, Elaine, is l'Île d'Orléans. Yeah. Yeah, so one is the island, and the other is just on the South Shore. I live on the North Shore. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's all. And I go there like once a year for that because they have everything. Everybody loves a tractor ride. So here we go. So Sweetie Pie, let's go see first of all how are things going to be happening with the apple picking, all right? Yeah, well, hey, they were probably there, Elaine. I don't know. Early 2000s, I was in Italy. I was not here. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure they were there. I had no kids at that time being, so I couldn't tell you. It was not my place to go. I only started going to those places when I had kids. So here we go. What I'm going to say for you is this at this moment. Apple picking is actually going to go quite well. Like, I see no problems. Look, we've got a chariot. You're definitely going this year. So, yes, I don't know if you're going to make him an apple pie or something with it after. Or, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, you're going to have a really, really great time. So, I say go apple picking, enjoy it all together. I don't see any issues. So as for the apple picking, it is definitely happening. You will have a great time. There's no problems. There's no issues. There's no frustrations. There's nobody being late. There's nothing. It's all good, sweetie. It's all good, my love. And Elaine, what were you doing down here in 2000? You should ask your mom to go, Elaine. You should. Although, you know what? I do not remember into my childhood ever going apple picking with my parents. Never. It's like a new fad kind of a thing. I don't know. It's like nobody used to do it back then. I don't know. I didn't know anybody who went apple picking, and I lived in a cute little town. No apple pickings. I don't know what to say. I think it's something that, is like the last 20 years or so. You go with a pumpkin spice and you go and pick apples. It's a new thing. I don't know. Oh, no. All right, so Love Shine, how's he feeling towards the wife? Well, one day it's okay, and the next day it sucks. Sometimes they're happy, and sometimes there's no collaboration. Everything is bad. I'm going to say up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah. Oh, that's what happened. I see, Elaine. I see, sweetie. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Oh, I'm not even using your deck, Love Shine. Oh la la. I'm sorry. Let me get back to your deck. Let me go and see about you and your Sweetie Pie. So you and your Sweetie Pie. What is happening with this? Yeah, their day is up and down. Well, anyways, today their day is up and down. It's like things are okay, things are bad. Things are okay, things are bad. We get along well together, and now we don't want to talk to each other. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's what happens when you're into a relationship that's conflictual. It's up and down, up and down. Although I'm actually going to say life is often up and down, up and down. In regards to you, first card coming on through is going to be our Two of Cups, followed out by our Two of Wands. 2 and 2 is 4 celebrations. Followed on through with our beautiful Sun. So beautiful clarity. I mean, he loves you. He sees a future with you and wants to continue into this kind of way. There's not one single bad movement, thought, or anything of the such in regards to you and your connection with him. So you're blessed. Yes, I see. Of course I see, Elaine. I see everything. No. Okay, maybe not everything. Yeah. I like to tease my kids with that. I'm like, this morning, there's a teacher, there's somebody outside who was looking at your backpack wondering who you were because it's not an actual teacher. And you're not there early in the morning and they were wondering who you are. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I told her to guess my name. And I said, what did she say? She said, your name. And he said, I said my name started with an R. And I said, she said your name was Robert, didn't she? And he said, yes. And I said, I told you, Mom knows everything. No, not great for them. Not great for them. No, not great for them. Yeah. I like to kind of tease my kids with that. Yeah. And I'm like, you don't have your shoes on yet. Put them on. The bell's going to ring. And he's like, okay, fine, Mom. But that's just because I looked at the time and I knew the bell was going to ring in 30 seconds. So then when it rang, I'm like, I told you. I know everything. Don't hide anything from me. Yeah, no, I guessed the name that she said that his name was. That's what I guessed. Yes, I got that right. So here we go. The Star, the Page of Wands, and the Hanged Man. All together into his thoughts towards you, sweetie. Look, things are always a little bit in movement between you guys with the Hanged Man, but the Hanged is no longer hanging. He's like switching on up into his positions. I feel like he has a lot of wants, a lot of desires, a lot of wishes. There's a lot of things that he would like to say to you that he would like into the forward movement, but doesn't necessarily always necessarily initiate. Why? Because he doesn't really want to get too forward into his things or too ahead of himself. Because what if he had some idea and it was fantastic and great, but then it couldn't necessarily pass on through, then he'd kind of feel bad. So what I'm trying to say is he has a lot of thoughts and wonders and desires, like all different kind of thoughts into his mind. It could be about going on vacay with you. It could be spending more time with you. It could be this. It could be that. But he doesn't necessarily tell you about all those beautiful fantasies into his mind, into his daydreams, because, well, he doesn't know, will I be able to do them or not, or when I'll be able to do them. And he doesn't want to cause you any distress. So he doesn't say anything. I know, right, Elaine? I know. Oh, that's what it is, Elaine. That's what it is. Absolutely. Yeah, I know, right? He always causes you stress. I know. I know he always does. I know he does. But he knows that you're kind of anxious at the same time. Now, Elaine, by the way, you're next, followed up by Crimson. So I know, Elaine, you're here because you're chit-chatting. Crimson, please let me know if you're here, my sweetie pie, all right? As for my beautiful love, oh my God, his worst nightmare altogether is about losing you, is about you being sad and you just saying, hey, this is no longer good for me. So I'm going to actually say into his messages for you today, which is something that I never, ever, 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 ever get for you. But this is it. He has this ultimate fear deep down inside of him that one day you'll be like, this is just not good for me. I don't want this anymore. So now you know into his loving message that he's actually afraid of losing you, but he doesn't say it. Thank you, Crimson, sweetie. Elaine, yeah, you're next. Oh, I know, Elaine. I know, sweetie. I know. I know everything. We know. Elaine, and you sent me your questions, so let me just go and gather them. Over here, just 1 second. So, Love Sean, I'm going to wish you a fantastic apple picking time tomorrow. And beautiful, I'm going to say baked goods with it. Apple compote, apple pies. I don't know, apple pork if you eat pork. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with apples. You could just eat the apple. So here we go. We are going to move on forward to Elaine. Elaine. Hey, good for you. Good for you, sweetie. Good for you. Yeah. All right. That is nice. That is very, very nice. Let's go and see. Let me read. Okay, what do we have popping on through for you, my love? So, so you got a job offer, like I said. How is the job interview going to go with the company tomorrow afternoon? Are you going to get the job? If so, will this job? Okay. that's a lot of questions in one question, sweetie. A little way too much going on here, sweetie, but I'll try to tell you as much as I can say. Okay? So, my beautiful Elaine, the interview altogether with PP. I'm going to call him P. That sounds bad. The letter P. Let's just say the letter P. All right? With the letter P. Altogether, I feel like the interview is going to be positive overall. All right? You'll be able to show your creativity. You'll be able to show the energy that you do bring into the role that you're going to be bringing. They do value a lot of technical knowledge. Now, I know that you don't have the experience that they're looking for, but they will notice your adaptability and your willingness to learn, and that's a beautiful strength. So if you do get this job, how's it actually going to benefit you? Well, it could actually push you to expand into different things like web design, SEO, online marketing, all those things. And those are all areas that will make you much more versatile into the design marketing field altogether. So even if you only have the basics right now, this role could definitely fill on in the gaps. So what I actually need you to brush on up for tomorrow is the SEO basics. So keywords, meta descriptions, why SEO actually matters, e-commerce basics, product listings, user experience, checkout flow, digital marketing concepts, so social media ads, content calendars, all those things. And since you've already know a little bit about the HTML and those layouts, review how to structure them into a clean, user-friendly kind of landing page. Different type of questions that they could be asking you is different things, like tell us about your graphic design experience, or do you have an experience with an SEO or an e-commerce? But I really need you to be honest within that and emphasize you're eager to learn and to grow. Because like I said previously, that is going to be a very, very strong point for you. How do you approach a new project or a tight deadline? What do you do with it? How do you function with it? Why do you want to work here? That question they always ask. Or, how do you keep up with design and marketing trends? Because they're always changing. So these are all different type of questions that they could be asking you. So they're really looking for your creativity. They're looking for fast learning, and they're looking for problem solving mindset. If you have those, you're going to show that you have a really, really good impression altogether. So do I actually see you getting the job at this moment? Not necessarily, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to. The more you show, the more you prove, the more openness and the more willingness that you have, along with your creativity and your confidence, the more you're going to be able to go and get it. All right. So I'm just going to say, move on forward, plow on forward, go and give it the absolutely all that you have, because I know that you have a lot within you, but I also know that you are so willing to learn and to give it your all. So show them the determination that you have, and that will be quite a winner altogether. All right. Your dreams about the recognition and the family approval. Now, those dreams all together is really spirit affirming that your subconscious confidence is growing. So being recognized twice in class for, let's say, math, symbolizes that your mind is working out life problems, but quite successfully. Showing mastery, but also showing solutions. The dream about your aunts and your family comparing you positively actually reflects your inner desire for validation, and that spirit is actually preparing you for a real world recognition of your talents, which is exactly what you're going to go and do for the interview. So you're stepping into a season where others are finally going to start to see the value that you're bringing on through. So good for you. More recognition. That's a little bit what the dream is actually reflecting upon you. As for your spiritual guidance at this moment, my beautiful love, Spirit actually shows that you're being guided to embrace different type of expansions, sweetie. Don't limit yourself to one lane. Your creativity is powerful, but you're being nudged to kind of pair it with practical skills, like the SEO marketing, so that your work reaches wider audiences altogether. Spirit is also saying stop doubting your path because they're showing you the way step by step. So trust your intuition, keep journaling, and watch how all these synchronicities are going to align. As for the rest of 2025, there's a lot of time that can change and can modify a lot of things, but basically, this is going to be about you doing what? Building momentum. This is about you building momentum, moving on forward. New work opportunities to come in, some outside of your comfort zone, but beneficial. Financial growth feels steady. Not explosive, but steady. You're going to notice different types of improvement compared to last year. Relationships, supportive energy is around you, and there could be some different type of family reconciliations also towards the holidays. So maybe some people that maybe you have not necessarily got along with all that well, things are going to get a little bit better or a little bit less tense. Things will get better family-wise. Creativity, I feel like you're going to be working onto it also, and I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to start to excite you within that. As for January for 2026, you're way too far, my sweet love. You're way too far. I am, however, going to say that in 2026, it's more of a breakthrough. It's more recognition for job than anything else. You're going to start the year probably in 2026 with a lot of clarity, with more confidence, and I feel like that's actually going to help you draw in more attention for your presentations, for your online projects, and everything of the such. So 2026, too far, sweetie, to say so. Let's stick in 2025, but 2026 does seem like a year where there will be movement, there will be changes, and they all seem quite positive for you. So I'm going to say a bonification of 2025 into 2026. Hi, my beautiful Stephanie. Thank you, sweetie. I'll be with you in just a few moments, my beautiful Stephanie, right after Crimson, okay? And yes, we shall leave you a timestamp, sweetie. Elaine, as for why do you see the Ten of Cups into your imaginary card, it's like if Spirit is trying to show you a version of emotional fulfillment, harmony, and belonging. So, when you dream of, let's say, your aunts or your family or people recognizing you in different kind of ways, that is a mirror of the 10 cup energy, which is acceptance and love and being celebrated for who you are. So I'm going to say this is really about how you're being leaded towards true alignment, but also happiness, both onto an emotional side as onto a spiritual side. It's like if Spirit wants you to know that you can have joy and that you can also have beautiful validation around you. Yeah. Hi, Todd. Nice to see you, sweetie. I'll be with you in just a few moments, my love. It is nice to see you, and thank you for joining us, sweetie. So we are going to go and see over here our beautiful friend, Crimson. How are you doing tonight, my love? So what is going to happen inside of your job for the future? Let's go see, sweetie. Let me do this. Stephanie is next, followed out by Todd. All right. So here we go. And we're going to go with this little one over here for that one. Here we go, my love. So Stephanie's going to need a timestamp. And Todd, if you're going to stick around, perfect, my love. If not, or if you would like to have a timestamp, just let us know into the chat. All right? Alrighty. So, Crimson, sweetie. What is happening for you? changes, changes and modifications. There is going to be a shift, all right? There's going to be a shift in dynamics for your work where things are not going to remain the way that they are at this moment. There is like a sense of evolution and somewhat a little bit of a sense of restructuring that seems to be there. Now, what I will say is the following. Into the near future, it kind of feels like you're going to face different type of moments of testing, but also proving yourself. It's like I feel like it's not that you need to prove yourself, but you're going to be proving yourself. Almost like if you're a little bit under observation for how you handle different type of situations. And that in itself, I feel, is going to create a little bit of some tension for you. So definitely some tense times. But I also feel like it's going to be the perfect chance for you to show your value and your strengths, along with, of course, your strengths and your knowledge. Over time, I do see that there's going to be recognition growing for you, but it's not going to be something that's going to be done overnight. I feel like the energy is pointing to you being noticed for your dedication, but also your reliability. I also sense that there could be some people around you at work that could shift roles. Some people are probably going to be leaving also. And I feel like that's going to end up opening up different opportunities for you to step into more responsibility at that same time. So I feel like Spirit is trying to say to you at this moment that you need to stay adaptable because there's going to be changes in management or structure that could be arising into the following 3 months. You need to keep your clear boundaries, so don't let workplace politics or other stresses drain your energy. And your efforts at this moment are laying the foundation for more stable and a respected future, or a respected position to the future. So in short, yes, there's going to be challenges, but yes, there's also going to be adjustments that are going to be ahead. I feel as though they're leading you towards more recognition, more stability, and a chance to actually carve out a stronger place for yourself into the job. Do I see you leaving? If you're wondering, are you leaving that position, or are you leaving that job or that company? No, I don't see that happening. Does that make any sense to you, my love? Good night, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie. Yeah, now, well. Does that make sense, my dear? Oh, not well. Not well. All right, thank you, Todd. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I am. You have to prove yourself. You wonder if this opportunity is a manager getting fired? Let me go see. You kind of sound like you want your manager to get fired. No, you're not fired. You're not going anywhere, sweetie. Let me go see if your manager is going to get fired. I kind of feel like you want him to get fired. Hi, Big Leo. Thank you for posting, my love. You're going to be on up shortly. We have 2 other people for you, but we will definitely leave you a timestamp, sweetie. No, I'm not fired. Okay. So I'm still, yeah, you're still going to be good. You're not getting fired, sweetie. But you're wondering if this opportunity is your manager getting fired. Okay, let me go see if somebody's getting fired. Some people are definitely leaving. Is it your manager, though? Let's go see. I kind of feel like you would like to take that position. She's getting on your nerves, ain't she? Yeah. I love you, sweetie, but she's not getting fired. I would love to give you the answer that you want within that, but she's not the one who's leaving. No. Like, she's sticking around. She's a tough cookie, all right? She's not going anywhere. She's there for at least another 2 years. Yeah. So she's not the one who's leaving, but there could be other people around you. But the good news is you're advancing. All right. The good news is some people are going to be leaving is going to give better opportunities for you, and your job is quite secure, my love. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe the energy will change and something will happen at some point. It could. It definitely could. But for the moment, I'll say no. You're stuck with her. Oh, Crimson, you're such a sweetie pie. I love you. I wish you the most loveliest of evenings. If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. But remember, you're leaving this live with good news. Yeah, she's not being fired. She's sticking around, but there's good news coming in for you. So that's good. Stephanie, here we go for our beautiful Stephanie. I wrote Stephanie, which is not your name. Stephanie, here we go. And my love, you are going to be at 46 minutes. Where do John's insecurities stem from and Jonathan's feelings and next actions towards you? Let me go and see that, what I've got. All right. Let's do this. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be your first question. You want to know where are his insecurities, or where do they actually come from? And Jonathan's next feelings and actions towards you. Let's go and see. All right. Todd, my love, you're next, followed up by Big Cleo. So, where his insecurities stem from. I hope you're doing good, my beautiful. By the way, update on Baby Blue is going to be within probably this winter, guys. So probably around Christmas or a little bit after Christmas, I'm going to be having Baby Blue for a week, all right? Not before. Yeah. But by then, you'll see him. So where his insecurities actually stem from. I feel like Jay's insecurities at this moment seem to come from a deeper fear. There's a fear of vulnerability, but there's also a fear of losing control. He has a lot of walls that are built up from past disappointments and experiences where opening on up kind of left him feeling hurt and kind of rejected. Now, there's also a theme, if you will, of self-worth that is over here. I feel like he sometimes questions whether he can truly give or receive the kind of love and stability someone else deserves. So I feel like this inner conflict kind of makes him sometimes pull away and choose being alone, such he has at this moment, as a little bit of a mechanism of defense. So it's a little bit of his form of protection, even if it's not what he really wants at heart. It's his way of saying, okay, I'm not going to get hurt this way. I'm just going to do it like that. And I'm going to be okay like that. And it's going to be better. So it's really, I'm going to put up my wall so high on up that nobody can reach me and nothing can happen. Because when I just kind of feel like I'm getting into that vulnerable place, I feel like I lose it. I feel like things are not going to go into the right way. And I'm not good with that. So that's what I'm getting with that, sweetie pie. A lot of vulnerability altogether. And his insecurities and everything is really coming from something of the past. So past relationships, an accumulation of them all together. Now, as for his feelings towards you, now I know that he's been a little bit sharp into different things that he has said in different ways that he's actually acted. So even if his words were kind of sharp and, he kind of acted into the way that he did, his energy does still show that he still has that lingering or still has lingering emotions towards you. He does still think about the connection, but right now he's associating it with pressure onto himself. It's like he reflects his fears of not being enough or not being ready. So his feelings are really just kind of mixed right now, my love. There's affection and there's a pull towards you, but it's kind of buried underneath all his own struggles with independence and control altogether. So, into his following actions, into the near future, I don't see anything big, into any great movement that is happening. I kind of feel like he's sticking into his alone mode at this moment. Yeah, that's where he's sticking into. He's sticking into that alone mode, trying to convince himself that he's actually more comfortable there. However, with time, I do see him actually reflecting on back onto the connection and realizing that he does miss that bond. He does miss that support that he had with you. So his energy does not feel like it's an energy that is final. It's more like a pause. It's more like a retreat while he kind of sorts himself out. But eventually, I do see the possibility of him moving on forward, checking on it a little bit quietly, but it's definitely going to take some patience and take some time. So advice from spirit from you at this moment is the best thing for you is to focus on you, onto your healing and not chasing you. Just you do you. His insecurities are his battles, not yours. It's not a reflection of who you are and what you can give, therefore not a reflection of your worth. You need to give, this is about giving space, and that space is going to create the possibility for him to actually realize what he truly does miss about you. Did somebody cheat on him? I don't feel like somebody cheated on him. I feel like people have been, I will validate my beautiful Stephanie, but I do not feel like people cheated onto him, but I do feel like people have been dishonest with him. Not always saying the way that they truly do feel or what they truly do want. A little bit like they were kind of playing games with him, and that's where all the dishonesty kind of came on through. So did somebody actually cheat on him? I don't see it. I just feel like he was with the wrong people at the right moment, at the wrong moment, who did not have the best intentions in their mind. So yeah, no, but I don't see anybody cheating onto him, sweetie. Yeah. What is that, Crimson? You'd really wonder if they'd move you? Let me go see, my love. You're really wondering if they would move you. Todd Smitty, I'm going to come and see you at this moment, my love. So you're wondering, would they move you? Like move you departments or something? I see good things coming towards you, but I don't necessarily see a movement. But there's definitely a celebration. So are they going to move you? No, but they're definitely going to put you higher on up somehow. I don't know how, but you're definitely going to have a celebration where you're definitely being upgraded. Absolutely. But does that actually mean like a move of department, move of like actual workplaces? I don't see that. It is my pleasure, my beautiful Stephanie. And I am wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie. So, my love, does your ex want reconciliation? Let's go and see what is happening over here for you, my love. Let me just go and validate PayPal at this moment. Make sure everything is good. Beautiful Big Cleo is going to be on up next. And then we also do have our beautiful Julie also. Okay, so hold on. Hi, sweetie. Julie, I'm going to send you a message because I have two readings before you. So I'm going to say you're going to be up in about 10 minutes, Julie. So it might be 7 or 8 minutes. But I'll go on Messenger and send you a message if you want. But I'll definitely say within the following 7 to 8 minutes, it'll be your turn, my love. But I do have your additional questions, sweetie, and thank you. Okay. All right, here we go, sweetie. So Big Cleo and Julie are going to be on up next. Quants and Lilith, 10:30. We're good for tonight, sweetie pies. So 10:30, my love, into following 30 minutes. We should be good. This card is stuck with the other. Okay, here we go. And voila. Okay. This is what I'm seeing, sweetie pie. There's missing some clarity. All right, we're definitely missing some clarity. There's definitely some things that we are keeping hidden. There's not necessarily any movement at this moment coming from our queen. All right, our Queen of Cups is a little bit staying into her energy. But our Queen of Cups does think every once in a while that we need to balance things out. But are we actually ready for anything? Not really. So if I'm going to put this into an actual something that is intelligible, can you say that in English? Something that makes sense. Let me give you something that makes sense as an answer. It does seem as though your ex does think about the past connection. It's a definite yes. Sometimes I do feel as though there is nostalgia from moments, what you guys have shared, feelings, all those. There are moments where this person misses the comfort. There's a strong miss of the connection, of the familiarity, of the closeness that you guys had. However, when it actually comes to the reconciliation, being back together, the energy shows that there's a lot of hesitation and there's a lot of inner conflict altogether. It's like if part of them longs for the bond, but another part kind of fears repeating those old patterns and not being able to make things work differently this time and going back into a hurt. So right now I see that if we could call it like anything that would be a full reconciliation is not at the forefront at this moment of their intentions. Your person seems to be more into a space of reflection rather than one of action. But that does not mean, nothing is set in stone. It doesn't mean it's not going to be happening. It doesn't mean that it's impossible into the future. What I'm saying, though, however, is for the moment, it would require both healing and transformation onto their side before they could make that step forward sincerely, which I feel could take a good 8 to 10 weeks. Healing is not something that is automatic, that is very quick. It takes its sweet time, and it sucks that way, but it takes its time. So I'm going to say Spirit seems to be saying that the best approach for the moment is to keep focusing on you, onto your growth, onto your clarity. If reconciliation is meant, then it's going to happen, but it's going to happen into a more healthier and into a more balanced kind of a way. I just don't feel like you guys are aligned at this moment towards it. So to answer your question altogether, will there be reconciliation? There could be into the future. There could be from here to Christmas time, like let's say November, December. However, the energy is not moving towards that. This person does still care for you, does still love you, does still think about those moments, but they don't want to go back into the same patterns, into the same hurt. And that's what's really keeping them away. They've somewhat healed a little bit. Nothing completed. They've healed a little bit. But thoughts of you linger a lot into their mind, such as they probably linger into yours. Honestly, healing and growth, yes. I'm going to add on in If you do have a way of communicating with this person, if nothing is actually blocked, then not necessarily verbally, but maybe into a written kind of a way, an email, not a text, an email perhaps, send on through how you're feeling, that you're still thinking about them. And, if they think the same way, just kind of open up the doors. Not you did this, you said this, I said that, but no, I'm still thinking about you. If you're still thinking about me too, and something could happen somewhere and we could maybe get some type of counseling or help or try to figure out things, all right, but that's it. Other than that, just keep it the way that it is. So for the moment, I will say a no. However, there could be a possibility around the holidays. But I'm going to say it's scarce. All right. I'm going to say maybe a 20-30%. Thank you, my beautiful Alyssa, sweetie. I know, Stephanie, he does. He definitely does. I'm going to give you some messages from the Hermit deck, my love. All right, Todd. And if you have any questions or anything that you're wondering about along the way, please let me know. If you feel like you want to talk about anything, you want to get something off your chest, you can write me an email. I'll reply back to you, sweetie. I'll listen to you and I'll reply back and I'll give you as much as I possibly can within, my own advice. I'm getting over here. I want you to choose. Hi, Sean. Nice to see you, sweetie. Let's think before we act. So let's not do anything very harshly. I do want my space at this moment. Do you think about me too? I'm getting you hurt me, but it's okay. So there was some type of hurt over here. And this person is definitely still dreaming or thinking about you, my love. Yeah, well, sweetie pie, if she is not, my beautiful Todd, if she is not willing to leave that relationship, you're just going to get yourself caught on up into a place that's going to be really difficult, sweetie. I don't see her leaving that place. I see her being stuck into that place. She's not leaving where she is, at least into the holidays. She's stuck there. The energy that she is into is one that is staying there. The fact that she's into a relationship that is bad is one thing, but that is something that she has somewhat chosen. Bad choice, but something that she has chosen. So, she needs to liberate herself. You can't be her savior. She has to do it. Hi, Diane. Nice to see you, sweetie. So, my love, I'm going to say to you, I do not see this person. I do not see her leaving this other person. I don't. Which makes things a little bit more complicated, don't it? So, at this moment, if she wants to, she could. If she wants to, she could. She's got different ways out. She's choosing to stick around. She's choosing to do so because she's hoping that this person will become better, will become nicer and sweeter. So even though this person is abusive, she believes that they can do better, and she believes that something good can come from it. And that's why she's not moving towards you right away. So she's got to figure out, when in the first cards I took out the moon and the sun and the two of swords, she needs to figure out what she wants and how she wants to move on forward. That's her number one decision. Once that is done, that's going to make a lot more sense for you and for her. It is my pleasure, sweetie pie. You can't save her. You can be there for her, but you can't be her savior. She's got to save herself. She knows how you feel. If she wants to be with you, she can liberate herself. My email's always open for you, okay, sweetie? I'm very bellissimo. You haven't seen me. You only see my little hands. But thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the chicken and the vegetables and the fruits and a fruit salad and a drink. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie. All right, let's go see our beautiful big Clay over here, followed up by MZ. I hope you're having a good day, Sean, and Diane also, sweetie. So here we go for Big Cleo. Big Cleo is going to be at 105. Questions are in PayPal, so I'm not going to go and look over there. I'm just going to get them right here. And then we're going to go and see Julie. However, I'm going to go and mention to Julie that she's going to be on up in just a few moments. Okay. We'll say 3 minutes. 3 minutes sounds pretty much what it is, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. So, my beauty. All right, my beautiful Julie. See you soon. So, did we see your page? Okay, let's go over here. Hold on. Did P see your page daily over the last weekend? 6th and 7th September and Monday 8th. Okay. Let's take out a little pendulum. By the way, Big Cleo, did you do any manifestations? Because it was a blood moon. Everything is such. Onto my side, by the way, I do have to say that everything was good. Okay, so onto my side, everything moved on forward as it should. So I have no issues. Hopefully you've done some onto your side also, because I know that you do some. You do some sometimes where things crack. Okay, so did P see your page daily over the last weekend? So we are actually going to move on forward to the 6th. The 6th. What do we got into the 6th? We do have the 6th passing on through. The 6th, I'm going to say, actually fairly, I'm going to say onto the 6th, somewhere, sweet Lord, somewhere around 4 times. So onto the 6th, I'm going to say 4. We're going to go and look at the 7th, and we're going to go and look at the 8th. What do we have for the 7th? Ooh, the 7th was calmer, wasn't it? No, the 7th was much calmer. Once, maybe twice. Very incognito. And on to the 8th. Oh, Julie, all right. We'll leave you a timestamp, Julie. Not a problem, sweetie. Ooh, on to the 8th. We were sneaky. We were sneaky. On to the 8th, I'm actually going to say maybe 4, even 5 times. I'm going to go and look with a pendulum in just a few seconds. All right, okay. So, here we go. And then you want to know for the 9th. God, how many days have passed by since we've last talked, my beautiful Big Cleo? That's like 4 days. Sweet Lord, I see where you're going with this. All right, let's go. Let's go and see. Oh, the 9th, the 9th, the 9th. The 9th, I'm going to say 3 times. We did look, not as much. And we're going to go with the 10th this morning. Absolutely. I almost feel like I'm playing bingo here. And yes, I was outside today, my love, with my dog. And I didn't have my phone with me, though. However, if I did, I would have took a picture of my apple tree. I'll try to take a picture for you and send it to you. I'll try. Here we go. It's more complicated today. It's more complicated. However, we'll still say 3 times. But it's more complicated. It's like we wanted to do more, but we weren't actually able to do as much. And is he interested to be boyfriend and girlfriend with you? We want to, but we want to, but it's difficult. It's difficult to move on forward into that kind of way because we got to get out of our little teacup. We got to get out of that place where we're kind of a little bit hiding in order to go and get that ultimate happiness. So we definitely have to break down the barriers. We definitely have to get out of our little teapot and actually say how we feel, what we want. We have to make a decision and move on forward in celebration. But that being said, all cards align to a definite yes, that is something that we do want. So I'll say yes towards yes, we do want it. Let's go and see with the pendulum. We are going to start with the 6th. And we are going to leave a timestamp, please, for Julie after because she is onto a phone call. So onto the 6th. Did PC onto the 6th. Onto the 6th, it is a yes. How many times, please, onto the 6th? Please let me know into the numbers. It is straight going towards the 4, which is exactly what I said. So it is yes, 6, 4. How about onto the 7th? Please, did we? Did PC Big Cleo's Facebook page onto the 7th? How many times, please? Two times, which is what I had. How about onto the 8th? Please let me know how many times onto the 8th. Onto the 8th, I had between 4 to 5 times. And I'm getting between 3 to 4 times over here. Onto the 9th, please let me know onto the 9th how many times. It is a yes, and please let me know how many times. Onto the 9th, 3 times. And this morning onto the 10th, is it a yes or it is a no? It is a yes. And how many times, please? I'm getting between 2 to 3 times, and I had 3 times. So onto the 6th, 4 times. Onto the 7th, 2 times. Onto the 8th, 1. Onto the onto the 8th, no. Onto the 8th, I have 4 to 5 times. Onto the 9th, I have 3 times, and onto the 10th, 3 times. So it is 4, 2, 4 to 5, 3, and 3. So the busiest day would have been onto the 8th, and the less busy would have been onto the 7th. Now we want to know, is he interested to be boyfriend and girlfriend with our beautiful Big Cleo? And that, my lovely, is a yes. quoi ça? C'est quoi le son que j'entends depuis tantôt, ma belle?
De quoi?
C'est quoi vous faites en bas? J'entends comme une espèce de balle.
Balle.
Je sais pas c'est quoi, j'entendais comme une balle. Louis, dors-tu?
Non, on joue à un jeu.
Ok, pourquoi j'entends une espèce de balle en bas?
Ah, j'ai lancé une balle. J'ai mangé.
Ok, c'est ça que j'entendais.
Quand tu finis?
Dans quelques minutes, là, mais je me coucherai pas tard. Je suis vraiment fatiguée, ma belle. Puis toi aussi, t'avais des petits yeux tout rouges. Mais non, on n'écoute pas un film ou quelque chose en ligne. On a écouté un tantôt dans 4 minutes. Tu pourras aller un coup sur ton téléphone, là, mais il faut être en forme en plus.
J'ai pas de batterie.
Sur ton téléphone, ben, va te chercher un battery pack. Il y en a en bas, ma belle.
Non, je vais essayer de trouver un jeu.
Ben, Annelle, là, je peux pas vraiment en parler, là, Annelle, mais il y a des battery packs.
Enfin.
Ok, va chercher un.
Non, ça c'est sur le VR en bas.
Ok, ben, va te chercher un battery pack. Il y en a un autre en bas. Prends-toi un fil.
Non, sur mon téléphone. Là.
Ok, d'abord. Ben, on se revoit tantôt. Je t'aime. Love you. Tu peux garder ma porte ouverte si vous êtes pas.
Tantôt, j'en aurai besoin.
Ok, love you.
À tantôt.
À tantôt, belle. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Don't worry about it, Julie. I got it all. Okay, right. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Wait, hold on, Big Cleo. Hold on. Oh, you can sense I'm bellissimo spirit. Yeah, you're such a sweetie pie. I'm bubbly. Oh, yes. January the 16th, you had a vision. Oh, I might not be here. I might be somewhere in Mexico. Although, no, on to the 16th, I'll be here. My kids start school not too far after. Yeah. It was somewhere around that time. I'm definitely going on vacay. Uh-huh. Thank you, Sean. I was into PayPal. I was busy. Sending you hearts back, sweetie. But 9th of September. Yes, no, the 9th of September 3 times. So, I have onto the 6th of September, I have 4 times. Onto the 7th, I have twice. Onto the 8th, I have 4 to 5 times. Onto the 9th, I have 3, and onto the 10th, I also have 3. Yeah, I know they look kind of weird, but yeah, definitely. And we are going to leave over here something for our beautiful Julie. Julie, you're going to be at 117. Well, let's go at 118. Why don't we just go at 118? Okay. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And it's definitely going to help you forward. There's like a certain acknowledgement that is there that is happening for him. Yeah, yes, yes. Absolutely. Okay, hold on. All right, so what do we have? I think Quantum is next. I think so. I don't know. I'm going to go and do a peekaboo at it, but I think Quantum is next. All right. So here we go. Hold on. All right. So, Nine of Wands. Okay. Definitely, we do have some workings this week. It feels like we are going to attend, but it kind of feels like we almost canceled. Which doesn't happen all that often. But it almost feels like he kind of wants to cancel because he's tired and doesn't have all that much time. But he is going to end up going. He's going to make the time for it. So I feel like the energy is about him realizing the importance of addressing what has actually been weighing upon him, upon his, I'm going to say his back and everything that he's got going on. In terms of what's happening into the impact of the relationship altogether, I feel like the therapy is going to help him release some of those internal pressures that he's been having, that he's been carrying alone, if you will, because he just carries everything alone. That's just the way he does things. So when he feels lighter, when he feels more grounded, when he feels understood into that safe space, then he can show up more openly and more emotionally available, if you will, with you. This is going to create room for, yes, better communication between you two. And instead of kind of bottling things up, he's going to gradually become more willing to share what's onto his mind and what's onto his heart. Now, into the long term, I feel like this path kind of straightens the foundation of your relationship, because he'll learn healthier ways to kind of balance, if you will, his stress and his emotions. So it may not be instant, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to be transformative. The more consistent he is with the therapy, the more he's going to feel your bond deepen, and the more he's going to feel like things are going to go more with the flow. Things are going to be a greater ease, if you will. So Spirit is showing me that, yes, there is a move. There is a move towards the long-term stability between the both of you. Absolutely. And this is really what's going to be happening. So really, to answer your question, the main answer that you're looking for is release of internal pressure, better communication, foundation of your relationship. Those are the 3 key points you need to keep in mind. Ça me fait plaisir, ma belle big Cleo. Wishing you much love, sweetie. How about 18th of January? Whatever, Sean. My kids are back in school by then, so I'm definitely here. Yeah. Although I do wonder every once in a while. I'm like, I should go on vacay. I should go on vacay with Alex. But then my kids will be in school and I have to send them over to Evil D's because, I can't just take them out of school for no good reason. And then they won't be happy. But yeah, I should be around. Sweetie. If not, I'll let you know. Have no fears. You were, and it was in Montreal. Oh, there you go, sweetie. Montreal is a nice, a little bit chaotic, beautiful town where there's a million different things that happen. It's a nice place to have a game into, I'll say. I think I'm gonna go and see Juanson, so just give me 1 second. Yeah. Here we go. Alrighty, so here we go. We're good. Juanson, you're next. Juanson. Yeah, what did I do today? I don't know. My days resemble a lot, Juanson. They do. I have no more time into my days now that my kids are at 3 different schools. I'm just like a bus driver until 2 p.m. In the middle, I work, I cook, I do errands, and I have 30 minutes of free in my day. So it was busy. It was busy. I did finish. No sponsorship or anything. I did finish the Wednesday. My mom, I think, finished them too. Yeah, we discussed about it. Yes, so I did finish the Wednesday series. Actually, this weekend, which it's kind of weird because every time I watch the Wednesdays, I don't like the first like 3 episodes, and then it becomes better, and I like the last 2, 3. So. Same thing, first season, second season, everything of the such. But I'm kind of looking forward to the following one now. Anyways, that being said, that's all I've done of kind of Halloweenish. Didn't watch anything else. What is a Halloween comedy? Seriously, is there anything such of a Halloween comedy? Maybe a Halloween B movie could be a comedy. I don't know. Oh, you finished Wednesday too. Yeah, it was pretty good, right? Okay, you see how I talk before actually reading. Yeah, it kind of seems like there is. Yes, my mom went on YouTube, no sponsorship, of course. And it looks like they're already filming the next season. So yeah. You've been getting things ready for work this week. Had Elizabeth into your thoughts? I know. Yeah. Twisted TV family game. All right, let me go see. All right, let's go see how things are working out for you this week. Let's go see. Let's do this. All right. So we're going to start off with that, and then we're going to move on forward to go and see how Elizabeth is doing, her thoughts. All right. Here we go. What's happening for you? All right. All right. What is that? I need more time for myself? You can help around the house in the house? Oh no. You're such a sweetie pie. I'm all good. I don't have time for myself because I take care of my kids. Yes. And I want them all to be happy. That's it. But that's my own problem. My kids don't ask me. I do it for them. And it's okay. It's a mom prerogative. Hey, by the time they're 18, they won't want me or need me anymore. So they'll do their own things. So I'll take the sleep deprivation and the kilometers and the driving along the way. As long as I get love in return, it's all good. Unknown caller. Wait, let me go write that. Is that on Netflix? Unknown caller. Okay. That's gonna be my next one. I do not watch, like I watch Netflix once every 2 weeks. All right. I watch it when my kids are not with me. Other than that, I do not watch TV. So I will watch it in 2 weeks. But I jotted it down. I'm definitely going to watch it. It's about a cat. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna watch it. I love that. I love the documentaries. I love the cat. I love the, like, it's sad. I love like the catfish stuff and all those things. Although I would hate it. You know, I would hate for something like that to happen to me. But I love to watch them. It's a twisted world. Yeah. And the plot twist. Okay, I definitely have to watch that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, okay, all right. We shall do so. All right, on your facial expressions, all right. Let's go forward with it. Sorry, I got a message from my lawyer along the way. I've been waiting for him to message me for like 3 weeks. Alrighty, so here we go. I know. Okay. We'll be looking into that. So here we go, my sweetie pie. This is what I've got for you. All right. I know, in your facial expressions. All right, so let's go with this. Okay, so as for work this week, I'm gonna say it's gonna be busy, but it's gonna be manageable. I do see you handling different type of responsibilities, but there's also gonna be a hint of possible lighter moments, if you will. A full day off might not be guaranteed, but a half a day or at least an easier pace could definitely show itself up for you. Love-wise, I'm going to say comfort. I'm going to say lingering energy, longing, replaying different ideas, different memories, but things evolving and slowly unfolding in different kind of ways that could surprise you. Into a general for this week, a balance of clarity. I feel like you're guided to focus on small victories, like finishing tasks, taking care of yourself, leaning into joy where you can. I feel like your intuition is very, very sharp. I feel like it's right there. I feel like this is about paying attention to the subtle little nudges and synchronicities that are coming towards you. But altogether, I feel like that's a little bit what's going on. So you'll have a little bit of time off. It will be a little bit busy, but basically things will go into the right direction. They'll go quite fine. Allez, Annelle est là. Tout est là. Allô?
On a trouvé un message.
De quoi?
Un papier.
Sur
Ma
quoi?
maman qui l'a écrit, mais je me souviens plus c'est quoi.
Pardon?
Raphaël, il est là.
Ok, ben là, c'est pas vraiment le temps, mais vous avez trouvé ça où? Sur le comptoir?
Non, j'ai rangé le truc puis j'ai trouvé un message.
Ok, c'est pas grave.
Puis là, la table de bricolage, je l'ai rangée.
Oh, t'es donc bien fine. Merci, je suis bête.
Puis j'ai trouvé Raphaël a trouvé un papier.
Merci, Coconut. Est-ce que vous avez fermé les lumières en bas?
Oui.
Okay. How's Elizabeth feeling today? I feel like her energy feels calmer than it has been recently. Almost like if she's finally catching a moment to breathe after the stress. I feel like Spirit does show that she's been processing a lot, but there's a lighter vibration around her, like she's working on balancing something herself emotionally. Okay. I feel like her thoughts about you today are warmth. I feel like there's comfort. I feel as though you cross her mind as somebody who sees her deeper than most people actually do. And I feel like she's reflecting a lot about you. I feel like there's a lot of a connection over here of curiosity, but also a lot of tenderness. So what she would like, oh, merci, Lulu, to actually say to you is that she does notice you. She does feel the care that you show for her. Even in silence, merci, mon Lulu. Your presence lingers, and part of her actually wonders what it would feel like to actually be closer to you, to actually kind of let you on in if that could have been a possibility. So, yeah. If we move on forward into Angel and Oracle message for you. I feel like the universe is actually asking you to trust the pace of things. What is meant for you is yours, is never going to be lost. There's also a reminder of an emotional clarity on both sides, preparing for the ground for deeper connection. As for the love messages altogether, you are loved more deeply than you realize. Your patience will be rewarded with intimacy, but also with truth. You are absolutely unforgettable, and your love energy is definitely circling on back towards you. That being said, my beautiful loves, we shall end the live for tonight. I thank you, everybody, for being here. I wish sweet dreams to all you beautiful souls. And we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. And I think that the live is frozen because the chat is not moving. Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, my loves. Good night, sweetie pies, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Tu m'as fait une belle couette?
J'ai pas fini.
Oh, okay.